Hi there, hello. Hi, welcome to a new video. This is a sort of this video has some duality to it. It is simultaneously experimental whilst at the same time being kind of a dull episode. I'm sorry, not every video here can be a rip-roaring sort of balls to the wall cavalcade of comedy and humour and all cool things. Sometimes we have to have boring or quieter videos or videos that aren't as pacey as others. Think of it, if you will, dear viewer, as the calm before the storm. Just wait to see what I'm doing. I'm just going to start inking up page 17 of Windbreaker. That's a boring shot. I'll start on this shot. It's a bit more fun. I think it's a bit more fun anyway. So yeah, I do not have a topic or a subject or anything to talk about this week. It's unusual, but there we go. We're sans subject. So I'm just going to sort of draw and waffle, which some people might say, what's the difference? Normally I plan these things to a certain extent, and today we're not doing that. So anyway, there's a few things happened in the news recently I kind of want to talk about, mainly just so you get some idea of something is going on here in the UK. If you're watching from overseas, then you might not know some of these things that have been happening. Last night, as I record this last night, vandals up in Scotland chopped down the sycamore tree called, I believe it's called Sycamore Gap. It's sort of planted in the middle of Hadrian's Wall, which, if you don't know, Hadrian's Wall is a big sort of Roman fortification, an attempt to effectively wall off Scotland from the rest of the UK, or the rest of Great Britain actually. And it was put together by an early Roman emperor called Hadrian. Hence the name. And it was an attempt to, I believe, if memory serves, if my history is correct, it was an attempt to sort of prevent attacks by the Picts. I think history will prove that probably didn't actually work, but it was an attempt to presumably to fortify Great Britain, or at least the part that the Romans had conquered. So this is a Roman thing. The tree itself was about 200 years old, so it wasn't original. It's not an original feature. What is sad though is that basically the person they apparently arrested is some 16-year-old lad who did it as a prank. I'm pretty certain the word prank is doing an awful lot of heavy lifting here. Yeah. Somehow this 16-year-old lad was able to spray paint a white line on the side of the tree, grab hold of a chainsaw, get out there in the dead of night and do all this. I mean, I can't help but suspect other hands at work on this one, but there we go. Yeah, so that's something that happened recently, and something else that happened recently was the Crooked House. Now, those of you who don't know, I'm from the Black Country, which is a part of England. It's an area about 12 miles or so from Birmingham. So if you ever watched like Peaky Blinders, that's kind of us. That's where I'm sort of from, kind of. Sort of giving you a sort of an idea. And there used to be a bar, if you will, called the Crooked House. The Crooked House had been around for a couple of 100 years, and it was a public house built on an area of lots of mine shafts, and it had succumbed to subsidence, so the building was sort of sinking at a crazy angle. So it had been shored up and made safe years ago. So everyone, if you're from the Black Country, everyone's got a story of going out to the Crooked House and having a few pints and watching pound coins roll up bars and things like this. Because all the floors were all flat, but all the door frames were all skewed because of the angles, and so the bar was level, but the way if you put a pound coin on the bar, it would roll up the bar, and it would look very disconcerting. And yeah, I remember going a few times in my late teens, early 20s, and a couple of months ago it was sold to a developer, and people got concerned because rightly it's a local landmark, culturally very significant, and people were concerned that the sort of history of the area was going to be knocked down and turned into flats. So the local community started to sort of put wheels in motion to sort of protect it, the building, making it into a sort of a listed building so they couldn't knock it down. Well, would you believe it? Within days of it being sold to the developer, it mysteriously burnt down and was then bulldozed within days. Funny how that works, isn't it? They've got, apparently someone's been charged with arson from Staffordshire, but that just means it's a local person. So yeah, it feels like it's sad. Both these examples, we've got something that's got a long and historical basis, and it's being sort of destroyed for a prank, or B, to put some flats there. I'm no building expert, I'm no architect or chartered surveyor, but seeing as the current building had to be rescued from subsidence, I would assume that any other building that was built there would have also suffered subsidence, so I don't see how on earth you could build a lot of like luxury flats or whatever. Also, if you know the area around the Crooked House, it's difficult to get to, so why would you want to build a bunch of flats or luxury apartments or whatever they were going to be in an area that's logistically very difficult, A, to get people like building supplies into, and B, to get people to move to, and then you've got the chance that the building that you put up will probably might fall down because of subsidence, because it's not unprecedented in the area, still. So that's some of the things I just want to talk about today. So this is this page I'm on. This is a sequence with John. John is in Japan at this point, chasing a lead, and he's just turned up at the next location to see what's going on. And he's been driven there by a very enthusiastic agent who is pretty heavy with the driving, with the accelerator, but there we go. So yeah. Last week we spoke about the power of saying no, and so to prove that I have not learnt my lesson, Sunday, October 1st, this is a time of year where lots of artists online start doing their sort of yearly sort of art contests, things like Inktober, stuff like that. And this year I've decided to have a crack at it. So yeah, I'm not doing Inktober though. I've done Inktober twice. The first time was an unmitigated failure. The second time was an unmitigated success, because it gave me issue 1 of Space Crash. This time I'm doing Draw Halloween, and so I sort of crunched a few numbers, sort of planned a few plans, and I'm going to do some stuff with ink, dip pen and ink, which is what you saw last week. So this is sort of preparatory stuff, just testing the waters with the materials. I sort of did some back of envelope calculations, because my original plan was to record like overhead cam of me working on the various drawings for each day of Drawloween, speed it up, get the video to something like 5 minutes, so speed it up so it doesn't get too, you don't get too bogged down with watching just lots of slow drawing like now. And then put 5 of those or 6 of those, 7 of those together, or even 10 of them together actually, and put those up every 10 days or so throughout the challenge. When you do the maths on that, that's nearly an hour of video. So the process of actually making the video, i.e. just sitting there and recording it while I draw it, that's not a problem. It's editing together and uploading the videos. So I'll have the normal, the image that I draw, because that'll go onto Facebook, not Facebook, it'll go up onto Twitter and it'll go up onto Instagram. The idea of making a video feasibly could work, but I'd have to do one every day. So here's the thing, dear viewer. Probably mid next week I'll be able to start putting videos up and me doing these Drawloween, I can't want to say Inktober, these Drawloween drawings. So there's going to be a glut of new content for the channel almost daily. I'm not going to tie myself down to anything though. I'll do the challenge as long as it's not interfering with my existing work on Windbreaker or my day job, and I'll do it as long as it's fun. If I'm stressing about it, then it's not fun anymore and I won't do it. So there. So we've got a panel done, so we could probably get, I don't like that eye very much, we could probably get this page done in about an hour. I am not going to record this for an hour though. I am literally just going to record a little bit more of this and then I'll carry on doing this and you can carry on with the rest of your day. I would like to ask a favour of you all, dear listeners. If you have a question or a comment or a piece of feedback, anything like this, can you just put it in a message somewhere? Either leave it in a comment in the private video. I believe that the about section on the channel itself has like a contact form, so you can send me, I believe there's an email address to it. Because sometimes it just feels occasionally like I'm shouting into a void, and I'd like to be able to sort of react to what you guys want to talk about. If you guys have got like, a burning question, I'd much rather answer that. So I mean, as it is, we are well over 400 subscribers at the moment, which is I'm pretty stoked by, I have to say. So I might try and organise another AMA, but don't let a special episode get in the way of asking a question. So if you have a question or a comment or anything like this, please leave them in the comments somewhere. Get in touch, let me know. You can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram. I don't really do put much on Instagram, well, except when I start doing these Drawloween stuffs, then all being well, there'll be quite a lot of content coming out then. Content, I swore I'd never do that. The second we started saying content, I was like, no. Sorry everyone, sorry, that was my bad. Art, drawings, illustration, all good terms, but I draw the line at using the word content, because I think it's a little bit more than that. Well, this is going to be an interesting challenge. Let's sort this one out straight away. Let's sort the legs out because we're going to need to. Okay. It's 3:20 right now, or thereabouts. My daughter will be home soon. Oh, that worked out quite nice. Right, I'm going to finish this page up in a second. Let's finish this guy and we'll call this video done. So I'm going to be putting a video out probably every other day, depending on how long it takes me to put these like time lapses together. If I get a chance, I'll do a normal weekly video, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. I don't want to overcommit. I don't want to say yes to something and then not have to do it, so or not be able to do it. Okay, that's one we shot. Let's just, there we go. So I'm treating the jacket as total black, so it's got this. We're not doing that thing where you sort of shade it in black and then colour it dark blue. It's just black. It allows me to do really graphic shapes, and there we go. So there we go. Right, I'll start drawing this flagpole. Oh, I might need to put a ruler for that. So let's just go bits. Yeah, a little peek behind the curtain here. This allows me to draw. Some parallel lines. And just so yeah, I'm quite excited about Drawloween. When I got some birthday money. I had a birthday recently. Peek behind the curtain. I'm years old, and I got some birthday money anyway, and I went to the local art shop and always wanted to try doing ink stuff. I did it a bit when I was at college, but I wasn't very good at it. So I figured now was a good time to have another, to sort of dust it off and have another go. We did some tests with it. It was okay. Last week's video was some tests of me sort of playing with it, and it was super fun. But my gosh, did I get spectacularly inky doing it? So I think we need to be careful. Let's be careful about how we put this together. Yeah, so let's just get these stairs in, or let's get this top bit and look at that bit. That bit. There we go. Go off the screen to update. I still want this won't be a very long video, but I haven't even looked how long we've been recording yet. So. Oh gosh, we've been going for 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, dear viewers, you have a bit of the patience of saints. Okay. I'm going to say that this panel is pretty much done. So okay, so we've been doing this for 20 minutes, and we've got 2 panels sort of done, so we can sort of extrapolate 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It's about an hour left or so. I'll carry on with this, and take care of each other. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you do have a question, if you do have something you want to talk about, if you do have something you want me to cover, please, in the name of what's holy, put it in the chat. Put it somewhere that I can read it, and we'll do a video about it. All being well, you're going to be inundated with like videos of drawings from next week when we start draw Loreen. Oh, it's really hard to say, but it could be fun. All right, take care, everyone. See you later. All right, bye now.